Hello. Hello.
Hello,
Hey Gayatri, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. What about you?
I'm also good. Can you just turn on your video?
Yes, sir.
So Gayatri, it's your first mock right here at the limit coders, no?
Yes, sir. First,
So we'll start with your quick introduction. So go for it.
my name is Sir Gayatri Ram Prasad Muleti.
Okay.
I'm from Udgir, and I'll learning from BCom appearing. And my skill is singing, reading, writing. That's about me.
What are your skill sets?
What, sir?
What are your skill set?
Sir, आवाज येत नाही तुमचा.
Skill set.
My skill. Hello.
Do you know HTML, CSS,
Yes, sir.
JavaScript? That's what I was asking.
Rate.
Okay, rate yourself in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
3.5. All of
3.5.
it. Yes, sir.
So we'll start with HTML and CSS, then we'll go through JavaScript.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So tell me what is HTML?
HTML is a hypertext markup language. HTML
Okay.
stand HTML stand for creating web page. HTML describes structure of web page.
Okay.
Um, that's it.
Tell me the difference between HTML tag and HTML element.
HTML tag and HTML element. HTML tag it used example of anchor tag, um, span.
No, I'm asking the difference between HTML tag and HTML element.
HTML tag is a specific keyword and close in bracket that define how elements should be structured in web page. And HTML element consists the entire structure, creating the opening and closing tag.
With content, right?
Yes, sir. And HTML tag are used to define the structure and represent the content web page. And HTML element is represent block and HTML document define the what is content web page should be in element include the opening and closing tag. And HTML tag are typically written the uh, opening and closing tag it used to contain it affect um, HTML element. HTML element include the opening and closing tag with only content. Uh, yes, sir.
Tell me the difference between inline level element and block level element.
Inline element and block element.
Yeah.
Mm, uh, inline element occupied width equally to the padding and content. Block element occupy 100% width its parent. And inline element margin left to right. And block level element we can apply margin in four direction, four side. Um, Inline element, we can't apply height and width, and block level element we can apply height and width. Can Inline element can start same line. Block level element start with a new line. Inline element example of span, anchor, tag and image. Block level element example of um, section, navbar, div, paragraph, etc.
Okay. Do you know any self-closing tags?
Yes, sir. Self closing stack image.
Okay. What is attribute?
Attribute. Attribute. Attribute is a uh, attribute provide additional information to the HTML element. Attribute gives some information HTML element to the browser.
Okay. Examples of attribute.
Mm, mm. Any external CSS. Mm,
Okay, let it be.
mm,
Tell me what is red index?
Head index. Sorry, sir. I don't know.
What are semantic tags? What are
Semantic,
the
semantic tag. Our tag. This tag define a meaning of the content, and
for example?
for example, header and footer.
Okay, perfect. So tell me the positions, different positions in CSS.
Can you please repeat, sir?
Can you tell me the various positions in HTML?
CSS position.
Yeah.
CSS, there are CSS position is static, relative,
Okay.
and fixed, and sticky, and absolute. Um, static position is this position is a default position property for all element with static position are position in the normal flow of the document, and they are not affected by top right bottom position. Element with relative position are relative to the normal position in the document flow. You can use the top, the right, left property of the offset them, and fixed position is it always stay in the same place even if page is scroll. We can use helper properties to given this fixed position. Sticky position is based on user scroll position, and it is relative and fixed position. We can use helper properties adjust this position. Absolute position is a absolute position. properties are useful, and it takes position in a nearest relative position. Um, Relative position. What is this position is absolute position.
Okay. Tell me the difference between HTML and HTML5.
Um, i- HTML HTML is um, HTML is a programming language for developing web page. HTML5 is new version and functionality with a markup language with interesting technology. HTML is a doc type declaration, too lengthy, uh, and external resource. HTML5 is doc type declaration is simple to one line. HTML is um, uh, HTML work with HTML5 work will new browser like Chrome, and HTML is didn't support audio video, and HTML5 is support audio and video.
What's the difference between CSS and CSS3?
uh, CSS and CSS3. CSS is um, original version and has been used to early day of web. CSS3 is latest version and include the new features, and CSS provide the basic style properties, and this include uh, like font color, uh, the basic layout. CSS3 include new features such as animation, and CSS has limited support for animation. CSS3 is include for animation and transaction with the properties. CSS does not this layout, and CSS3 introduce powerful layout tools like uh, flex box and grid layout. This, mm, CSS alone does not uh, live off responsive design, and CSS3 provide media query and that enable to responsive design.
Okay. Do you know plot?
Hello,
Do you know plot?
float. Yes, sir. Um, float is uh, float is one type of position. Um, um, useful in um, layout and web design.
What is text align? Have you used?
What, sir?
What is text align property? Okay, what is list? Type of list.
Can you repeat, please, sir?
What are the type of list?
List. Mm, list. Sorry, sir, can't remember.
And not used it. Ordered list, unordered list.
Yes, sir. I use.
Do you know CSS selectors?
Yes, sir.
What are those? Tell me. Types of CSS selectors.
Um, uh, there are basic selectors, simple selector, combinator selector, attribute selector, uh, pseudo selector, um, and simple selector in um, involving um, universal selector. Universal selector is a uh, um, used to CSS reset. Tag selector is
Just
tag.
tell in short. Short. In simple selectors, what are their types?
Yes. Um, there are five simple combinators, attribute,
No,
pseudo
no,
select.
no. In simple, there are how many types?
Yes, sir. Uh, there are four types: universal selector and
Okay.
type. Uh, type tag. It
Tag
means
selector.
uh,
Okay.
uh, class selectors
Okay.
and ID selector.
Okay. And, what about combinator selector?
Combinator selector. This direct selector, adjacent sibling selector, and general sibling selector, descendant selector.
By which symbol we denote to the general sibling selected?
Um, well, sorry, sir, I don't know.
Do you know tilt symbol? Okay, let it be. Tell me about pseudo selector. What are pseudo class and pseudo elements?
Um, pseudo element.
And pseudo class. Do you know SF type?
Um, yes, sir. Pseudo element. Uh, uh, First line, first letter,
Okay.
and after before they use and section.
Okay. Can you just share your screen and take one paragraph?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do one thing. Take one paragraph.
Paragraph. Uh, Folder. In folder. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Paragraph. Yes. So. Paragraph.
Okay, just copy this.
Uh, what, sir? Is this
In chat section I have sent. Copy that.
only this, sir?
In chat section I have sent it to you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Paste in that paragraph. Take a paragraph and paste it. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Take paragraph. So I want L. The L of Lorem. Its color must be red and the font size must be 32 pixels.
Font size capital.
No, font size must be 32 pixels.
32 pixel.
Good.
And
And color red.
color red. Okay, sir.
Only of L. Only of L. Of Lorem.
Only of L.
Why are you taking div? Don't you know any properties?
I know, sir. Yes.
Have you heard about first line, first letter? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Have you heard the first line, first letter?
Yes, sir.
By using that, you can do it. What are you doing?
I can't remember, sir. Sorry.
Okay, let me see. So, we'll go through JavaScript now.
Can you repeat, please, sir?
We'll go through JavaScript now. Just tell me what is JavaScript and stop your screen. Tell me.
Uh, JavaScript is a programming language. It very useful in creating web page, and JavaScript is a uh, dynamic language. Um, mm,
What are the data types in JavaScript?
um, Primitive, non-primitive data type. Um,
Elaborate it more. Please elaborate it more. What's come under primitive and what is under non primitive?
mm, Primitive data type, string, number, null, undefined.
Okay. And non primitive?
Non-primitive, array, function, and date.
Array function and
Date.
date.
Date. Yes, sir.
What about object? Object is a primitive data type or non primitive data type?
Mm, Object is a um, an, object is um, non-primitive data type.
Okay. What's the difference between primitive and non primitive?
Um, Primitive uh, primitive data type, in in this data type used to represent different kind of value. And this type can uh, mm, data type that can be used to represent different kind of value. Non-primitive data type is um, um, represent their um, uh,
It's not the proper answer. Let it be. What is hosting?
hosting is a all-time declaration and properties. Uh, there assign they're assigning a value in scope. I have to get a shift at the top of the scope, and this default behavior is called as hosting.
What is string interpolation?
String interpolation in this processing a string of value into exiting string for various purpose. Uh, this functionality is useful because you can create powerful dynamic string for your software.
Okay, what is an object? Hello?
Yes, sir.
What is an object?
Um, object means where we can store multiple data in form of key value pair. and uh, to get value from object, and as well as to set value, add a new key value pair, to remove key and their object pair key value.
Okay, what is quotient? Hello,
Yes, sir.
what is quotient?
Quotient means conversion of one data type into another data type. This include value of from number to string to number, boolean to number. It and in this case, JavaScript convert number into string.
What is scope?
uh, Scope in JavaScript, object and function are also variable. Scope determines the um, variable object and function from
Just tell
uh,
me the types of scope.
global scope, functional scope, um, block scope. Yes, sir.
Tell me the difference between let, var, and const. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Difference between let, var, and const.
Yes, block scope. Uh,
Difference between let, var, and const variables.
yes, sir. Variable that declare in a specific block and can't accessible outside of that block scope, and where cannot create block scope. Uh,
Okay.
let can create block scope.
Reassignment and redeclaration is possible in let and var. Let, var, and const.
Where and let yes, sir.
What about const?
um, uh, Cons redeclaration and reassign, both not um,
Possible.
uh, yes, sir.
Both are not possible.
Yes, sir.
Does hosting occurs in let, var, and const?
Hosting.
Occurs in
Huh.
let, var, and const. What does we get value?
Yeah, uh, is possible, sir. uh, yes. Later, um, hosting in possible, but cannot use uh, this initialization, and
Cannot access before initialization, right?
yes, and const is
Same.
possible but cannot before acceleration.
What about var?
Where is where is where is possible, sir, uh, and properties undefined, mm, property
Okay,
that
right,
get
right, and undefined,
defined.
right?
Yes, sir.
Do you know function expression, function declaration?
Mm, mm, yes, sir. I know.
Do you know object method, object property?
I know, sir. Object method.
Hello.
I can't remember, sir. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. What is function?
Uh, mm, Function. Mm, 1 minute, sir, please.
Oh, take your time.
Function means relation between input and output. Um,
Oh, right. Perfect.
and uh, there are parameter are functions own declaration. Function is set of statement which is used to perform specific task and multiple times. Uh,
Okay.
in
Do you know array methods?
array methods.
Yeah. Tell me which array methods do you know?
Mm, mm, yes, sir.
Do you know pop?
S- Box.
Pop.
What, sir?
Pop.
Yes, sir. Uh, I know array methods. Uh, mm, Pop is um, remove the last
Element.
mm, mm,
What is shift? Shift method.
shift method is um, shift method is add first element of the array. Mhm.
Okay. Do you know slice and splice?
Mm, Slice and slice. Mm, mm, mm. Slice method is a mm, it
If you
can.
are comfortable, just tell me, or you can do it by practical if you want.
Yes, sir. Slice method. Mm, mm, Slice method is a uh, slice method is a part of string. Slice method is part of string and uh, new string and start value is non-mandatory. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Start value is mandatory and end value is non-mandatory and uh, um,
Okay, let me read. Go through it after the interview. I have sent something in the chat section. Please copy that.
yes, sir.
Share your screen and reverse that string.
Yes, sir.
Share your screen.
Yes, sir.
Reverse it. Hello, what happened?
Yes, sir.
Change the concept.
Mm.
Why have displayed two variables, data and reverse, at line number 6?
Line number 6. Mm.
There are two defects, na? Data and reverse.
Yes, sir.
Okay, try it after the interview. I have sent something in chat section. Please forward it.
Yes, sir.
Can you remove duplicates from that array?
Remove.
Duplicates.
Mm.
Do it quick if you know.
Sorry, I can't remember, sir.
No problem. Do you know higher order function?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me your filter and find?
Screen share top stop,
No,
sir.
no, just tell me overall. What is the difference between filter and find?
Uh, Filter and
Find.
find. Um, find is mm,
Okay, do you know arrow function?
yes, sir.
Tell me what is arrow function.
Uh, um, our function is Mm,
What is DOM?
what, sir?
What is DOM?
Uh, Bomb is a
So tell me the selection methods in DOM.
selection methods is um, get element.
So you know get element by ID, get class.
Get element by ID and um,
Do you know pure selector?
yes, sir. Yes. Mm.
Can you just tell me the difference between class name and class list properties?
Class list and class
Class name.
um, class list is a so, class list is a line and in one line and mm, I don't know, sir. I can't remember, sir. So,
Tell me what you have studied. I'll ask you questions.
can you repeat, please, sir?
Tell me what you have studied.
What you are?
What did you have studied? What in which topic you are perfect? I'll ask that questions if you want.
I don't know, sir.
Okay, Gayatri, I'm done from my side. Do you have any questions regarding anything? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions regarding anything?
No, sir.
Have a good day, Gayatri. And next
Thank you.
time be prepared,
Yes, sir.
be confident while giving the answers. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Have a good day. Bye.